Let this verse speak to your soul. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 to 10. Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. This is a story about two unlikely friends, one battling grief, the other searching for purpose, who came into each other's lives exactly when God knew they needed it most. Lena had always been the strong one, the dependable sister, the tireless volunteer at church, the first to show up when anyone needed help. But when her husband of 21 years passed away suddenly, the strength she had always worn like armor shattered. The house felt too quiet, the days dragged by, and despite her deep faith, Lena felt abandoned by people and in moments, even by God. She still went to church, but she sat in the back row now, quietly slipping out before anyone could ask her how she was doing. She avoided the women's prayer group she once led and declined every dinner invitation with the same tired excuse. Maybe next time. Miles away, a young woman named Tasha was praying a different kind of prayer. She had just moved to the area for work and didn't know a single soul. She loved God, but the loneliness was becoming unbearable. Each evening, she sat on her small balcony, reading her Bible and whispering to the sky, "Lord, just send someone. I need connection. I need community." It was a Sunday morning when their paths crossed. Lena had accidentally arrived at church early, a rare mistake for someone so punctual. Tasha, being new, was nervously standing at the coffee table, unsure where to sit. Their eyes met, and Lena, almost out of habit, smiled gently and walked over. "First time?" she asked. Tasha nodded. Something about her reminded Lena of her younger self. That morning, for the first time in months, Lena stayed after service. They chatted in the parking lot for nearly an hour. Tasha told her about the move, the new job, and how lonely she had been. Lena listened, and then, for the first time, she shared about the loss she had buried inside. They cried, they laughed, they hugged, and something sacred began to form. From then on, they met weekly, sometimes at church, sometimes over coffee, sometimes in Lena's garden, pulling weeds and trading stories. Tasha brought light into Lena's quiet home, and Lena gave Tasha the warmth of wisdom and spiritual grounding. They became each other's lifeline. When one felt down, the other lifted her up. When one questioned God's timing, the other reminded her of His faithfulness. One evening, as they sat watching the sunset, Tasha turned to Lena and said, "I used to think I came here for work, but I know now, God brought me here for you." Lena smiled, her eyes misty, "And He sent you for me." That's the beauty of God's timing. When we think we've been forgotten, He's already arranging the next chapter. He places people in our lives not by coincidence, but by divine appointment. Ecclesiastes reminds us, we were never meant to walk this life alone. God sends help sometimes in the form of friendship, sometimes through a smile, a conversation, or a shared moment between two souls who are simply meant to meet.